We're going to hit the weather today. We have a special weather person that's going to be on with us this week, and he's from Bartlett, which is where Andy's from. And we've noticed, and we talked about it with Mayor Reichard, our weather mayor of Olive Branch, that we all share a couple weeks ago. And we talked about the difference in weather. You know, everybody watches the Mid-South weather on TV, but when you actually have the weather in Mississippi, North Mississippi, versus Bartlett and Raleigh and Germantown and all that, it's two separate storms. We learned that a couple weeks ago with the bad storms that came in. So who's your buddy that's coming on?
His name's Eric Procius. He's with MemphisWeather.net. And what he's I say he's famous for is something called nowcasting, which he'll get into that. I'm going to ask him that. Yeah, I know a lot of people will say, well, nowcasting is just kind of looking out the window and reporting what's going on, but it's a lot more than that. There's a lot more that goes on with the weather behind the scenes that a lot of us don't know about.
He's telling you that he's on. Go ahead and
Eric.
Greet your guest.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Good. How are you this morning, Andy?
I'm doing fine.
Good morning, TJ.
Hey, what's going on?
So
Sorry about your message last night. I was on the road, and I saw it, and I'd already talked to Andy, and he said he was going to talk to you. I was not trying to ignore you. I didn't hit the ignore button on your message.
No, that's quite all right.
Okay.
So,
for the record, Frosted Flakes and Cheerios are right up my alley, guys.
There you go.
you got to branch out, guys. You're killing me.
And then the 2% milk. Have you ever accidentally tried it with skim milk?
That's what I eat it with every day, and then I have 2% milk. It's like a treat.
But what about whole milk? It just kind of
I
clumps
love
together
whole
now.
milk.
Yeah, that's good stuff. If you ever go in a hotel, they used to be the only people that had a whole milk.
And it's nice and cold. They
In
have
Waffle House.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, CK's. Anyway, Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm going to give a quick attempt at nowcasting. I'm looking outside. It looks like it's partly cloudy with temperatures in the maybe upper 40s to low 50s. Is that close?
Yeah, not too far off. You're a little warm. It might be the coffee you're drinking this morning. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had my coffee late. Okay, well, cool. So give us a quick little weather report real quick, and I do want to talk to you a little bit about nowcasting and, honestly why I think you've kind of got that perfected.
Sure. Well, it's going to be a pretty decent day. Yesterday was really pleasant for January. We're in the mid-50s and sunny skies, and we had a cold front come through very early this morning, just a couple hours ago. It's got some pretty gusty north winds on the back side of it, so the winds this morning, as you head out for a morning jog or to go out to the gym, are running about 20 to 25 miles an hour.
Or go to Starbucks and get
30.
some living loaf cake and some extra sugar coffee like Andy did.
I'm sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
That's all right. But we are going to see mostly sunny skies today. The high is going to be around 50. So right now it's running in the low to mid 40s, just a little bit below what you thought looking out the window there. But it's really not going to warm up too much. So high around 50 today, back down to around freezing tonight with clear skies. And then we begin another warming trend, a very un-January-like, early February-like warming trend, back to about 57 tomorrow with sunny skies. And fortunately, it's going to stay dry for a couple more days. We've had our share of water coming out of the sky this week. So it's going to stay dry, mostly sunny on Monday with a high in the lower 60s. Tuesday, mid-60s to perhaps upper 60s with dry conditions. And then our next chance of rain comes in here on Wednesday to Thursday. The computer model is still having a little difficulty determining exactly when that's coming in, but it looks like the Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and it will be warm for that as well, so no threat of snow with that.
My winter coats are really starting to feel lonely. They think I don't like them anymore. Is that ever? That's not going to happen this year, is it? There's not going to be any cold weather, is there?
Well, I keep reminding people that it's January, but if you think back over the years, February and the first week of March is a lot of times when we get that, if you want to call it a surprise snow or whatever, but we definitely still have another month of winter to go, and this is not necessarily the trend that's going to stay for the rest of winter. So for those cold weather fans out there, hang on. We got another month to go.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Now, tell me a little bit about nowcasting. I kind of joked around about it, and I hear a lot of some jokes about it when I tell someone about nowcasting, because believe it or not, I really think what you do is cool and talk to other people about it. And but I really think you've got a good model for that. So tell us a little bit about what you do, and if someone wants to experience the MemphisWeather.net nowcast, how they can go about doing that.
Okay, I will. Yeah, there's a real difference between a forecast and a nowcast. And a forecast is kind of a longer term. It goes from, say, today out 5 or 7 days, depending on the source of information you're looking at. But nowcasting is more than just looking out the window and saying this is what's going on right now. It's a short-term, very short-term forecast that may go out anywhere from, say, 2 to 4 hours. And on a sunny day like today, there's really not a lot of need for a nowcast. I don't need to continue to tell you every 2 hours that it's sunny. But when there's severe weather around, or when there's winter weather moving in, or that freezing line is right along I-40 like it typically is, and snow to the north and rain to the south, nowcasting really is pretty important, because it keeps people right on top of exactly what's going on. If there's severe storms moving in, where those storms are, what kind of weather they're producing, when they're going to arrive at your location, or when they're going to be done. A lot of people are more concerned about when they're going to be done than when they're going to get here. So really what we do here at MemphisWeather.net is provide this nowcasting service during stormy or winter weather that just lets folks know those types of conditions or information, and it's hyper local. So instead of talking about the whole region, or like the broadcasters do on TV, they've got a viewing area that covers a pretty large area of several counties, maybe out to 100 miles or so. We focus on the Memphis metro area, and so we're really only looking at the 8-county metropolitan area, and just letting the people right there know exactly what's going on, and if there's tornado warnings, or what cities are clear as the storms move by, and so forth.
Yeah, there was one.
The best way to go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Finish up.
Okay. Now, the best way to get that information from us, first of all, MemphisWeather.net is our main website, and you can get all the weather information you need for the Memphis area from that site. But to get the nowcasting information, we use social media, and over the last couple of years, that has worked really well. The followers have piled up on Facebook and Twitter. So you can go to look for MemphisWeather.net on Facebook, or on Twitter, we are MemphisWeather1, Memphis Weather, the number 1. And as those storms are rolling through, you can even set your phone to pick up those mobile tweets, and you'll stay right on top of it without having to be in front of your computer.
And you also have Shelby alerts, right?
I do. We have those alert feeds on Twitter for each county in the Memphis metro area. So Shelby Alerts is the big one, because that's where most people live here in Shelby County. But those send out the watches and warnings as soon as the Weather Service issues those. They come directly out to our Twitter feed, and you can mobile follow that and get those right on your phone as well. We also have them for DeSoto, Fayette, Tipton County, and so forth.
Yeah. Now my daughter plays in a band at her school, and there was some severe weather rolling through. I think it was this past spring, and they literally shut down the concert. Everyone had to be really quiet because there was severe weather rolling through the area, and there were tornado sirens going off everywhere. And they couldn't determine if we were in the path of that or not. And I have it set up to where MemphisWeather.net on Twitter, which is MemphisWeather1, and Shelby Alerts notify me on my cell phone whenever there's a new tweet or a new alert that comes out. So everyone's quiet. And then Eric had posted that the storm was moving to the north, and it was going to go hit more Millington, that area, instead of Bartlett. So I went down and told the principal this, and they resumed the concert. In fact, they even had me come down and sit in the front row and monitor the situation, which basically I was just following your tweet feed. And so it's really cool. The nowcasting is really, really a good thing, and everyone can take part of it, and it's pretty much free. Now you have some apps though too that are nominally priced, right?
Right. Yeah, we've got the Android app out right now. That's been out for a while, and the iPhone app, we've been in a kind of a battle with Apple right now for the last couple of months. It's not available in the store right now, but we're getting very, very close on that. Expect that to be out within the next 2 weeks. So be looking for MemphisWeather.net in the app market, and also in iTunes.
Hey, I have an app that Andy showed me this week, and it's something that we have a lot of people that listen to us, and even out of town. And what the app is called TuneIn Radio. And people that want to listen to us on their iPod or iPhone, whenever they get iPod, I don't even know if we have a Nano anymore. But if you want to listen to us on your phone when you travel or in your car, the app is TuneIn Radio, and it's a free app, and that way you can kind of listen to everything. Every local radio station is on there. It's real clear, and just to throw that out there while you're talking about apps. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for telling me about it.
Hey, no problem. Eric, man, I really appreciate you getting up so early on a Saturday morning.
Oh, it's not a problem at all. It's my pleasure, and hope that you can get the weather mayor out of jail here pretty soon. So
now you guys know each other, right?
Yes, we do. Actually, we know each other very well.
Awesome.
And he's excellent at what he does, and he's keeping DeSoto County and Olive Branch safe from the storms as well.
I think it's really cool that we actually have.
Services.
I'm sorry. I think it's really cool that we have a mayor in Olive Branch where I live now, and because he actually can, if he sees a really bad storm coming, he has the police and the fire department, and he gives them a little heads up more than just watching it on the computer. Or none of the fire stations, like Ronnie here, they have the fire, and they'll watch the news to see what the weather person's reporting. And like I said, it's so spread out when you're watching the weather come across the river, and you have Bartlett, Dyersburg, and Sardis, and all that's included. He actually concentrates just mainly on our county and specifically our city, and man, that's just a cool advantage. So we're gonna miss him when he's gone. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, Eric, we got to take a break, but I really appreciate you coming on this morning. And again, if you want to follow Eric on Twitter, is Memphis Weather 1, and then also the emergency feed is going to be Shelby Alerts if you're in Shelby County, or insert your home county if you're in the Memphis metro area alerts. And then on Facebook, it's memphisweather.net. So, Eric, thank you for coming on.
All right, thanks a lot,
You're welcome.
Eric.
I appreciate you having me on, and nothing wrong with the weather, Mayor. He's not in jail, so don't take that.
All right, have a good day.